interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, I've been recording this for a few times, but I'm gonna explain this to you very quickly, right? YouTube pays pennies. I mean, it literally pays pennies to certain creators, and to certain creators, it pays a lot of money. I wondered why, because at first when I started YouTube, I thought, well, man, I'm gonna start YouTube and I'm gonna make money, right? My goal, since if you watch the video, my goal was to honestly get monetized and got a lot of money. But I was very curious. I was like, okay, wait. When I do get this money, when I do get monetized, how much money am I actually going to make? So I can put my goals properly and understand where I want to actually be like, okay, wait, this is my plateau. Do I go further? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to understand more. I found out that even if you do get monetized, you're not really going to get that much money unless. And let's be honest here, monetization takes about 7 months to 8 months just to get monetized. We're not talking about how much money you get. And once you get monetized, you are still going to get pennies because that's how much YouTube pays. But let me explain this very properly. Why do you get pennies? Well, that's because of your RPM. RPM basically means revenue per milli. It's how much money you earn after YouTube takes its cut. So the RPM that you can get could be 20 cents to $11 or maybe even $25, depending on how big your YouTube channel is. But for somebody like me, I was most likely going to get maybe 2 cents or 80 cents. When I'm saying cents, I'm talking from an American perspective. That's what I was saying. RPM is basically how much you earn after YouTube takes its cut per 1,000 views. Per 1,000 views, meaning that if I, by the grace of whoever's looking over me, make 20,000 views on a video, I'll probably get 20 times that amount at the end of the month, which sounds like a good thing. Sounds like a lot if it's $11. I mean, $11, 20 times $11 sounds amazing. But again, type of content I was creating was basically, well, the type of content that they'll only pay 20 cents to 80 cents for. Not that much money when you really think about it. And that 20K would be me considering it a viral video, but I'll still get paid peanuts. Why is this a thing? Well, it's actually because advertisers want to pay people that's going to give them paying customers. Because at the end of the day, this is ad revenue. It's not really YouTube paying you. It's the advertisers paying you. And the advertisers want to pay people that's going to give them paying customers, right? Like comedy videos. Who, after watching a comedy video, wants to buy something? In fact, the only thing I want to do after a comedy video is just watch another one. I'm not trying to buy anything. But if I'm looking for something very important, or I'm looking for financial advice, if somebody comes with a financial tool or financial device to help me get more money, I am going to subscribe to that. I am going to pay for that. And that's how it really works. Now, the good thing about this is advertisers get who they target audience easier, while YouTube also gets a paying customer that's going to come back because it gave them what they wanted, while also it's a good thing because it makes content creators more consistent, as you don't know when the check is going to stop coming, and it makes the quality go up because you want to get more advertisers to pay for you. But there's also a very bad side that I need to explain, which is basically the whole point of this video, because this money and this having $11 is for a rare minority of YouTube creators. As let's be honest here, how are you going to explain anything financial when you don't even understand? Most people don't understand anything financial. They lack financial literacy. And let's not even start with technology, as most people who really know about technology are probably working on technology right now. They're probably in school, they're probably working for a company, and they don't really have the time to create YouTube content. So it's a rare few of YouTubers. And what do most YouTubers make? That's basically edits, that's basically commentary, it's basically video compilations, cat videos, all the works, comedy, and all these things that are going to pay less when it comes to RPM. But the bad side is that, well, RPM is actually determined by a few factors. One of them being your audience location, your content niche, engagement, ad types, and which season you're in. As most people are willing to buy things near December when it's really in the Christmas spirit, or drinking spirits when it comes to this country. But mostly they focus on the location of your audience. If I'm making content that's specifically catered towards maybe America, I'm going to get more RPM when compared to me creating a video specifically catered to people who live in Pakistan. I'm going to get less RPM there than I would get in America. That's because of buying power. People in America will have more buying power than people in Pakistan. And well, advertisers are looking for people who have buying power, who's willing to give a lot of money to them. So that's where the RPM really hurts. So if you want to create a documentary or a fun commentary about your country, if it's in the wrong country, you are going to gain less from it. Because of those factors, you would find some people having millions of views and they would only gain maybe about $300. While people in America that gain millions of views are basically almost set for like 4 months, 2 months, or a month. It's very expensive in America. That's what I can tell you now. But basically, it would be pennies. And this is not the only bad thing about RPM, as they are freaking unpredictable because of how many factors are in place to determine how many RPMs that you have. It is very unpredictable. So basically, because of one curse word or one inappropriate or risque content, your whole earnings go down. And I mean your whole channel's earnings, not one video. Basically, one bad word could basically destroy or even deeply hurt your whole channel to the point that you'd have to take down certain videos. This is why you'd find maybe your favorite content creator uploading a video and the next day it's gone. It never existed. Like, wait, was I dreaming? Did I actually watch that video? Yes, you did, but because of something that was not supposed to be shown or they were copyright striked, well, they had to take it down. This basically limits creativity in the YouTube space. I think maybe this is why Jacksepticeye was like he doesn't like Mr. Beast, but that's another story to unpack. As for a time, people believe that Mr. Beast basically destroyed creativity when it comes to creating YouTube. It wasn't for the fun of it, it was for the money. Like what I'm doing right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. But what does this mean? What this whole rant is about exactly? Is that, well, if you really want to do YouTube, then expect that you are not going to gain any money. In fact, you are going to make less money than you would if you went to a normal job. If you went to a normal job at Macro or Kit Kat, or I guess more Walmart when it comes to my American viewers. But at the same time, you might be asking, wait, if you're really going to earn so little money, if you're going to really earn so basically pennies, why are you still making YouTube? Well, that's because, well, I got a plan. There's other ways to make money. You can get sponsorships. You can do a membership. You can do so many things. You can even connect your YouTube into your Patreon. Do so many things to gain extra money. You can even make merchandises. That's where you really make money when it comes to YouTube. So I guess you can be a YouTuber, but please understand that even if you do get monetized, that doesn't mean that you are going to gain a lot of money out of it. And if this is not worth it, if you're not willing to wait for basically a year to get monetized and maybe even more to get actual money, then do something else. Go to college, go to uni, get a job. Anything but waste your time here on YouTube. I'm not trying to discourage people, but I don't want people making the mistake that I've made for about 3 years now and basically hoping and wishing that, well, I'm going to make it, but never really going anywhere. So, yeah. I just needed to rant about that. By the end of the day, though, what do I know?